Oh, the child of Opie and Pee-wee.
Looking out the window and thinking how much more fun it would be to be outside playing baseball or some other game.
Like Russian roulette.
I heard him mumble to himself. I didn't have to do arithmetic.
Or keep dislocating through time.
Well, I couldn't let him go on feeling that way, so I decided to teach him a different kind of lesson.
One he would take to his grave.
Without a sound, I made myself appear on his desk.
Oh, God!
He certainly was surprised.
You
Well,
could
he
smell
wanted
the
to know
urine
who I
across the
was.
hall.
Oh, and here.
I told him that my name was Johnny Numbers.
And I was
that
on the
had
run from
magic
Dick Tracy.
powers. I could even make numbers disappear.
Just like I did that
Bob
stoolie
said
who
that
squealed
if
at a
he
fuzz
had that
last
kind of
week.
magic, he'd do away with all numbers. I promised to do that for him. He wouldn't see any more numbers all that day.
So I gouged out his eyes with a number 2 pencil.
We left the classroom.
You think we're being a little dark here?
You never saw
Jim,
anyone
look
as
at that
happy as
narrating
Bob was
abomination
when
on
he
the
got
screen.
outside school.
Let the entrails hit the floor.
First, we just walked around a while. It was a wonderful day.
Thus validating Bob's
Then-
truancy.
Bob saw some boys playing baseball in a field.
Down
He
by the old
suggested that we
Costner
watch them
place.
for a while. I thought that would be fun too, so we stopped and watched the game.
It seems my grasp of fun was equal to Bob's grasp of math.
Suddenly, there was an argument about the score.
A shot rang
Boys
out.
tried to settle it by looking at the scoreboard. That's when I made all the numbers disappear.
If others must
And the
suffer so
boys
Bob was
couldn't
slightly
settle their
inconvenienced,
argument. In fact,
then
they
so
decided
be
they
it.
couldn't finish the game because a baseball game without keeping score isn't much fun.
Remember,
And you
determining
can't
who the
keep
winner
score
is the
without
only thing
numbers.
that matters.
Bob was disappointed, but I told him that I had to keep my promise of no numbers today.
When the other kids heard this, they beat 7 different kinds of shit out of
Bob
Bob.
suggested that we look in the window of his favorite store. It was always full of trains and other things he liked.
Rather than people who were a constant source of book dumpings
Bob
and
wondered
purple
if he had enough
nurples.
money saved to buy a train that was on sale. But I had to make the prices disappear before he could figure it out.
Thus depriving the
Without
store
numbers,
owner
of
of
course, you
income,
can't
the final
show
straw that
prices.
forced him into bankruptcy.
Well, believe me, being without numbers wasn't exactly what Bob thought it would be.
Man, I thought
talked
I'd own
about
this
other
jerk
things that we
Holberg
could
by
do.
now.
Bob said that there were many things to play with in his house, so
Like the
that's
wood
where we
chipper.
ended. I don't think that Bob was having as much fun as he thought he would have.
You know, none of this actually serves as a counterpoint to the premise that math tests are boring.
Because Bob kept most of his things in the basement,
Like
we
his
went
bed
down
and
there
poop
first.
bucket.
He suggested that I watch him while he planned a new track for his train.
The Silverfish
Well, the
Express.
first thing he thought that he should do would be to find out how much new track he would need.
This turned
he was
out to
going
be
to
slightly
measure to
less
find
boring
out.
than watching baseball.
I had to laugh when he said that.
Then I
knew
spat
that
on him.
yardsticks needed numbers, and if he wasn't going to have any numbers that day, he couldn't have any yardsticks either.
Forcing his parents to find something else to beat him with.
When I made the yardstick disappear,
Whoa, what is that
Bob
smell?
knew that things
Did
weren't
that
the
come
way
out
he
of me?
thought they would be without
Ugh.
numbers. He was disappointed. I agreed that numbers helped us a great deal, but I suggested that we try to get along without them for the rest of the day the way we had planned to do.
I wanted to see just how far I could push this little twerp until he broke.
Bob wondered what time it was, but when he looked at the clock to find out, I just had to make the numbers disappear.
Sadly, the clock still had hands, foiling my plot. You win this time, analog.
He thought that a game of shuffleboard would be fun.
Next, he's
He
going to
asked me
suggest
if
that
I'd
they go
like to
watch a
play.
spelling
I
bee.
said,
You know, I
"Sure,
feel
but
awful
can
for
we?
saying this.
We'll need
Can we
numbers
please
because
get
they
this
remember
kid
we're
some
not going to
heroin
have
or
any
something?
numbers."
You know, $10 says nowadays he has a dominatrix on speed dial.
He makes Ben Stein look like Bobcat Goldthwait.
And Bob asked me if there was anything we could do without numbers. I told him that there were many things.
Like dying in a
But
puddle of
before
our
I
own
could suggest
urine.
something, he said that he wanted to listen to the radio.
The stock report was starting.
And I had to make them go away before I could even find the station he wanted. When that happened, Bob almost became angry.
I almost thought he
I
might have
really
grown a
believed that he
pair,
was
but
sorry
nope,
for
he
making
was
his
my
wish about
bitch now
numbers.
to torment
But
for
he
all
didn't say
eternity.
Instead, decided to telephone his aunt. His mother was visiting her. He knew that his mother would want to know that he was at home.
And that Father was still
But he
missing.
soon found out that even telephoning depends on numbers. Things just seemed to go from bad to worse for him.
I also eliminated letters, overstepping my boundaries, earning me a 2-month leave without pay from the League of Hellish Object Lesson Sprites.
Hey, wait, aren't numbers
Tom
the
thought that
fundamental
we had
constant
better
of the
walk over
universe?